As you're aware, many people in the Southeast will be affected by an ice and snowstorm this weekend. Ice storms can shut down power, roads, and even access to emergency help. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how to prepare before the ice hits so you and your family can stay safe. We'll talk about power prep, food and water, home safety, car safety, and then emergency safety kits. So, what is an ice storm and why is it dangerous? Well, an ice storm is freezing rain that coats the roads and trees and power lines, and it coats it with ice. Some common dangers is power outages, falling trees and branches, slippery roads and sidewalks, and then limited emergency response. So let's talk about how to prepare your home. So you want to make sure that you trim all the tree branches that are near your home. You want to clear out any gutters and downspouts. You want to seal any drafts around the windows and the doors. And you want to know how to shut off your gas, your water, and your electricity. And then you want to think about how are you going to heat your home. So space heaters, a fireplace, but do not use like grills or generators indoors. Make sure you use your generators outside. So let's talk about power outages a little bit. When an ice storm hits, there is likely going to be power outage. So prepare yourself by fully charging your phones, your power banks, your laptops. Have flashlights readily available, not just candles, but you want to make sure you have flashlights and extra batteries. And then you want to make sure that you have a battery powered radio. And if you use a generator, you want to make sure you use it outside but far away from the windows and the doors. Okay, so let's talk about food and water. So you want to make sure that you have at least 3 days of food per person. So no cooked foods, canned goods, peanut butter, granola bars, crackers, water. Have at least a gallon per person per day. I recommend that you fill your bathtubs and your containers with waters, and you want to keep a manual can opener with you. I know sometimes we like to use the electrical one, but let's keep a manual one with us at all times, especially during a storm. So let's talk about the emergency kits. In your emergency kit, you want to make sure you have a first aid kit. You want to make sure you have your prescription medications, any blankets and warm clothing, hygiene items, and you want to make sure you have your important documents. But I recommend putting your important documents in a waterproof bag. And then you also want to make sure that you have cash. ATMs may be down, so we need to have cash readily available. Remember, cash is king. So let's talk about our vehicles. All right. So let's make sure that we fill up our vehicles with gas. We want to keep certain things in our car like an ice scraper, a snow brush, jumping cables, blankets, water, snacks, and a flashlight. Okay. I advise that if you can, avoid driving unless necessary. But if you're stuck and you're inside your car, stay in the car, try to run your engine intermittently, and then keep your exhaust pipes clear. Okay. During the storm, you want to make sure that you stay indoors if possible. Avoid any down power lines. Don't walk or drive on icy surfaces. And then you want to make sure that you check on your elderly neighbors, your friends, your family, people with medical needs. And don't forget the pets. We want to make sure that we bring our pets inside so they are safe from the storm. Okay. After the storm, you want to make sure that you're cautious of any falling ice, damaged trees, power lines that may be down. You want to check your roof for any damage. You want to make sure there's no frozen or burst pipes. And then if you have any of those things, you want to report your outages and any hazards to your utility company. Okay? I want to leave you with this. Preparation saves lives. Be prepared. Be prepared. Preparation saves lives. If you found this helpful, like this video, share it with someone who may need it, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Stay safe and God bless.